Hello, I'm BX and welcome back to the video. Today I have some pretty good news regarding Minecraft 1.12. This is of course the next update coming out for Minecraft on the PC, and then it's going to follow on all the other platforms at some point later on this year. It's the first update of 2017, and it's really exciting already because the first snapshot just released. That's right, we can now play around with the first version of Minecraft 1.12, and the really exciting thing about this snapshot is it adds 48 brand new blocks to Minecraft, the most for any, like individual snapshot update ever, I think, and it's absolutely nuts because all these brand new blocks look really cool or really interesting. They're worth checking out, and in today's video I'll be showcasing all 48 of the brand new blocks as well as changes to, I think it's 48 existing blocks, so something like 100 block changes I'll be going through with today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. Like me if you do, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do like the accidental face cam which I left on because I guess the last time I was recording Minecraft I had this. But yeah, with that said, let's get straight into it. Also, wait, let us know you do like the cat. If you don't like the video, she starves or something. Anyway, with that said, let's get straight into it, and let's start by talking about the oh, she looks so sad there. But let's get straight into it, and let's start by talking about the changes to existing blocks. So if you don't know, there is a brand new color palette coming to Minecraft, or in Minecraft as of this 1.12 update, that will then follow onto the other versions. So this means that the blocks that you have in your existing world are going to look very subtly different. It's kind of hard to see unless you see them side by side, but these colors are way more vibrant, which is kind of a good thing. So yeah, this is a buff to rainbows. That's the way I like to say it, because as you can see, your rainbow looks way more rainbowy and beautiful and stuff. And yeah, any color-based thing, which is mostly just the the stained the wool, I was gonna say stained wool, but colored wool looks a lot better now. And also if you look at the banners, just way more beautiful. But also stained layers had a very subtle change too. Anyway, there's so as well as 48 existing blocks which have changed, and they all look a little bit nicer in my opinion. Again, you might not like the black quite as much, you might not like the way all these blocks look, but I think they look better personally. But even if you don't care about the existing blocks, there are some brand new blocks that I think you're really gonna like. So the first thing I did when I saw how vibrant they were is I built this, because the brand new blocks are twofold, or threefold I should say. There's first of all there's the concrete powder. This is called concrete powder, but functionally and the way the texture looks, it is stained sand. Like this is this is some orange sand, this is some red sand, except it's a lot more red than red sand is. So yeah, this is basically stained sand, like I said, but it's officially concrete powder. So magenta concrete powder, we got red concrete powder, we got orange concrete powder, and yeah, if we take all of these powders together, they're kind of a cool thing, and they look just like this. So yeah, as you can see, 16 colors of stained sand, or I'm going to keep calling it stained sand by accident, but again, that's what it functionally is, or concrete powder. We don't know how you're going to get this in survival yet. In case you're curious, it's like, oh, this looks great, how do I get it? I'm assuming it will be made by staining sand, but because it's called concrete powder, it might require something else. So sand and clay perhaps, or something like that. But once you make concrete powder, you obviously, it's called powder for a reason, and that is because you can eventually turn it into concrete. So concrete is a more solid version, and like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of like stained clay, but a much more solid, vibrant, cool block. And this is what red looks like, versus the red concrete powder. And as you can see, it just takes the powder and makes it a really solid color. And to kind of compare, in case you're curious, like, wait, that's stained clay, so like, you're lying, that's not a different block. To kind of prove that it is a different block, here is red stained clay, just over here, versus red concrete, and here is black stained clay. As you can see, it's actually more of a brown versus black concrete. Finally, like a true black solid block. I really am happy about this, because like I said, look how beautiful the Triforce gets as a result. It's a really bad Triforce, but it still looks pretty good because of the whole, again, vibrancy in the colors, which has been now made possible as of the brand new thing. So again, that's pretty exciting if you ask me. As well as this though, just over here, you can see, again, just one more time, it's the new palette, so it looks a lot better too. But how do we exactly make this? So we know once you get concrete powder, which again has no proper, we don't know how we make that just yet, but again, it's something to do with like sand and clay and dyeing. But once you have your concrete powder, you can actually drop it off just like this, and then it turns into concrete the moment it touches water. Again, I assume that's something to do with concrete mixer. I'm gonna be honest with you all, I've never mixed concrete in real life, but I assume it's something a bit like this, but maybe a bit less dramatic. And obviously, once you mix it with the water, you can then you can mine it, pick it up, and then you've got yourself one of the more vibrant, beautiful colored blocks in the game. So yeah, there are 16 colors of this to go over the 16 colors of concrete powder, and yeah, you can just place it straight in if you want to. I just think it's way more dramatic and fun if you do it this way, because look at the sun change from one block to another. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, with that said, let's move on to the next change then. So again, 16 colors of concrete sand or concrete powder, then 16 colors of concrete. Again, they're just solidified versions. Let's go on next to talk about the the 16 colors of what's called glazed terracotta. So I assume this this is either going to be something to do with a new biome, or again, it's some existing combination of concrete and stained clay. But I'm excited to see what the recipe for this will be. But regardless of how we do get this in survival, I think the creative possibilities are so nuts with this, because here are 16 brand new blocks, you know, which again, they're called Glazed Terracotta, which is a bit weird to me. But basically, yeah, they're the 16 colors of the colors. And as you can see, we've got one over here. This is a very bizarre block with like blue and yellow patterns. In fact, if you look at all of them, they're super bizarre patterns. And I think most of them look like they're, you know, weird texture pack blocks, because, you know, these are the sorts of blocks you'd expect to see in, you know, let's call it like the Mass Effect mashup pack and console as like a weird variant. But now they've got their own whole thing, and these are very, my instinct is to say they're very un-Minecrafty, right? Because they don't have the normal just like, oh yeah, we're going for something in the real world. I've never seen any real life material that looks like this. These are, again, they're glazed, they're designed to have this weird pattern on them, but I think the possibilities are near endless, because this means if you have a texture pack, most people aren't using these blocks for anything normal in default, so you can have your own blocks to play around with for texture packs, and I assume that's going to be their purpose. Maybe you can't even get these in survival, but also, even if you take them as survival blocks, I think personally, you know, I have a few preferences. I really quite like, you know, the cyan one right here. As you can see, it looks really good. I think there's some building possibilities with this. Look, it's got a little creeper face on there. I didn't even spot that till just now. Every side is a creeper face. But as well as just, you know, like certain blocks being really good. Maybe you like the pink one with the leaves. Maybe you like the green ones. There's also the arrow block now. So the arrow block obviously isn't officially called the arrow block. It's called the magenta glazed terracotta. But the cool thing about this is you can now have directions built into Minecraft because it's an arrow block. So yeah, depending on which way you place this block, it depends on which way the directions are. So this way will always point forwards, but if we go this way, then like that. And I feel like there's some minigame or some, again, just cool direction system where you point people around and you make them follow the arrows, maybe a race or something. I know, even regardless of how this is used, I think these are really cool blocks. And like I said, 48 Wait, I was going to like try and do 48 in my hands. 48 brand new blocks in one single snapshot update, and that's in addition to changes to 48 existing blocks, and that's in addition to all the other changes which are still yet to come. I think 1.12 is looking pretty exciting, and I think if you're, you know, again, if you're kind of bummed out about where Minecraft's been, the last update didn't really have too many features, at least the PC one, then I think this is a good look into the future if you like your building, which I think is very good news, and yeah, in general, it's like, you know, one of those things you can only see as a positive, right? 48 brand new blocks in Minecraft, all of them look pretty, you know, pretty different to what we've seen already. You know, stained sand, better stained clay, just all this sort of stuff. And I'm pretty excited to see what people can find to do this when it comes out. And personally, I'm just excited to make better pixel art, better pixel art when it does finally hit the, again, when the consoles and whatnot. But with that said, hope you'll enjoy the video. This will be coming out, 1.12 in general, in a few months for Minecraft, because now we've seen our first snapshot, and then it will follow some number of months later down the line for Pocket Edition and the console, in case you're curious. Like the video if you liked it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let's know that you do like the videos, and for some reason Cookie's here, so let's try and like use her. Oh, okay, I'm gonna die. Use her for likes maybe. Let me know you like Cookie too. Share a video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching. Apparently you can't fly an elite show with one hand while stroking a cat, and I'll see you all next time. I agree. Goodbye.